I'm Thommy Davis, and you're with Baltimore Basics. Let's talk about collective minds. So 16 years ago, me and a couple of friends of ours started doing this thing called a festival. Now this, around the world, most cities, some cities were doing it, but Baltimore, we wanted to do a Baltimore one. So every August, second week in August, we used to do this thing. And this is 16 years ago. And now, this thing blew out of proportion. It's like 15,000 people show up for it. It started off with 300. But the one thing that people liked and they believed in is that this love fest. And our biggest year that we did it was, remember the Pensy incident? If you remember in Baltimore, we was going through a lot of things with the riot and protesting. 2 weeks later, we had a festival that was the biggest festival we ever wanted to see. So this is called Collective Minds. I am the president of it now. We've had anyone that wanted to be a part of it, from Alternate Tay to Biscuit to Tracy Stevens to Katasha, OG, Poji, you name it. And it's open to most people. If you want to find more about it, you can just go to Collective Minds and see what we're doing. We have done sponsorship with multiple myeloma, homelessness, HIV, autism, all this thing, because it's a family event. And one of the things that we should see is just not always about the dance. The dance is important, the party's important, but it's about a community. And that kind of makes this thing work. So if you really are interested in more stuff like that, just showing the brighter side of Baltimore, not just the wire, not just the negative stuff that the world perceives us at. You got to realize that at this event, you'll see people from Druid Hill, you'll see lawyers and attorneys and judges, you'll see artists standing next to next. You see DJs of all, not just house people, just people of all genres come together, and that's a great thing. And I really work hard to do that, and it happens every August, every September now. Originally, it was in August. But August is like a blazing thing in Baltimore, so we moved it to the first week in September. You really want to experience something different, you really want to see Baltimore at its best, it's called Collective Minds.